It started like a fairy tale. A prince. A princess. The world watched as Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer walked down the aisle in 1981. 2 years later, their first son, William, was born, destined to one day become king. In 1984, they welcomed Harry, their second boy. A growing family, smiles for the cameras, applause from the balcony. But behind the palace walls, things weren't so perfect. Charles and Diana's marriage was already beginning to strain. Public duty clashed with private pain. Diana, charismatic and emotionally open. Charles, reserved and under pressure to preserve the crown. Still, they shared one unshakable bond: William and Harry. 2 boys born into legacy, expectation, and eventually, loss. This is not just the story of princes. It's the story of 2 sons, shaped by the world's most famous couple, and by what happened when that couple fell apart. From the moment he entered the world on June 21, 1982, Prince William was never just another royal baby. He was the future of the monarchy. Born at St. Mary's Hospital in London, the crowd cheered as Princess Diana stepped out holding the boy who would one day wear the crown. Just a year later, he broke royal protocol by joining his parents on a tour to Australia and New Zealand, an unheard-of move at the time. Most royal children stayed home, but Diana wanted her son with her. It was an early sign that William's path wouldn't follow every tradition. By 4, he was appearing at formal events. By 13, he was enrolled at Eton College, a world of elite education and intense scrutiny. Around this time, his parents' marriage crumbled. Behind the scenes, he was just a teenager trying to cope with media chaos and emotional turbulence. During those years, Queen Elizabeth quietly stepped in. She invited William to Windsor Castle for weekend lunches, more than just royal bonding. It was emotional support. He wasn't just the heir to the throne, he was a boy without a stable home. Then came the moment that changed everything. In 1997, Diana died in a car crash in Paris. William was only 15. The world grieved, but he had to mourn in public. That single walk behind her coffin, with millions watching, cemented him as a symbol of duty and loss. In 2001, he started university in Scotland. It was there he met Kate Middleton. Their relationship grew slowly, quietly, out of the public eye at first. William said they were friends for over a year before it turned romantic. And yes, he tried to impress her by cooking, mostly unsuccessfully. After a brief breakup and years of dating, William proposed in 2010 with Diana's iconic sapphire ring. Their wedding in 2011 was a global event. But for Harry, it was bittersweet. In his memoir, he said watching his brother walk into that church felt like saying goodbye. William and Kate now have 3 children, George, Charlotte, and Louis. They're not just building a family, they're shaping the next chapter of the monarchy. William's also taken on more public responsibility. From mental health to climate change, he's becoming a modern prince. After Queen Elizabeth's death in 2022, he became Prince of Wales. He's reportedly learning the Welsh language to better connect with the people. Now, as his father reigns as king, William is more than next in line. He's fully immersed in the role. Insiders say his bond with Charles has strengthened, built on mutual respect and long conversations about the future. He was born into the spotlight, trained to lead, expected to serve. And through it all, William has remained steady, careful, and deeply aware of the weight on his shoulders. The crown may not be his yet, but its shadow has followed him every step of the way. Prince Harry was born on September 15, 1984, the second son of Prince Charles and Princess Diana. From the start, he was seen as the spare, the backup to his older brother William. But Harry was never one to play by the script. He was known for his cheeky grin, wild sense of humor, and independent streak. Where William was polished, Harry was unpredictable. And after their mother's death in 1997, Harry spiraled quietly. He was only 12. The grief hit hard and lingered for years. In his teenage years, Harry's struggles played out in the headlines. Parties, controversies, paparazzi photos. He quickly became the royal family's so-called wild child. But beneath that image was a young man still grieving, still lost. Everything changed when he joined the British Army. In 2005, Harry enrolled at Sandhurst Military Academy, and for the first time, he found structure and purpose. He deployed to Afghanistan in secret, serving alongside fellow soldiers and proving he wanted to earn respect, not inherit it. After returning from combat, Harry channeled his energy into causes he cared about. He co-founded Sentabele, a charity supporting children affected by HIV in Lesotho. He also teamed up with William and Kate for mental health campaigns, and eventually launched the Invictus Games, an international sports event for wounded veterans. But his biggest personal change came in 2016 when he met American actress Meghan Markle. A blind date turned into a whirlwind romance. By 2018, they were married. Harry looked happier than he had in years, starting a new chapter with someone who shared his drive for change. Their wedding was a global event, but what followed was anything but a fairy tale. Meghan faced intense media attacks and invasive coverage. Harry, haunted by his mother's treatment by the press, pushed back hard. In 2020, the couple made a bold move. They stepped back from royal duties and left the UK. They settled in California, started the Archewell Foundation, signed media deals, and became parents to 2 children, Archie and Lilibet. But the fallout from their decision created a deep rift with the royal family, especially William. In interviews and his memoir, Spare, Harry spoke openly about the pain behind palace life. He described therapy, anger, family fights, and feeling unsupported when he and Meghan needed help the most. He revealed shocking claims, like a physical altercation with William, and deep tensions that stretched back years. Yet even in his most raw moments, Harry has insisted he still loves his family. He just couldn't survive the role he was born into. Today, Harry is forging a different kind of royal legacy, one based on openness, advocacy, and healing. He's not the king in waiting, but he's found a different kind of purpose. Not everyone agrees with his choices, but there's no denying. Prince Harry stopped playing the part expected of him and instead chose to live as the man he really is. For years, William and Harry seemed united, but things changed, fast. In Harry's memoir Spare, he dropped bombshells, including an alleged physical fight with William in 2019 over Meghan. He wrote that William called Meghan difficult and rude. The argument turned physical. Harry says William shoved him to the floor, breaking his necklace and causing him to land on a dog bowl that cracked under his back. Harry also described William as both his beloved brother and his arch-nemesis. That line stuck with readers, and with the royals. The heir and spare tension was no longer just a private issue. It was global. Despite the feud, Harry returned for Charles' coronation. But he wasn't part of the royal celebrations. He left quickly after the service, to be with his son Archie on his birthday. In early 2024, King Charles was diagnosed with cancer. Before the news became public, he told both his sons. William remained close, supporting his father in official duties. Harry made plans to visit from California. It was one of the first signs in years that healing might be possible. Through it all, one truth remains. Charles loves his sons. In rare, unseen footage from the 90s, he was seen laughing with them, playing in kilts by a loch in Scotland. That side of Charles, the father, not the king, rarely makes headlines. Today the question remains, can this family come back together? Or will history repeat itself again? William and Harry represent 2 very different futures, one grounded in duty, poised for the throne. The other shaped by independence, advocacy, and escape. Their journeys are distinct, but their roots are the same. As time moves on, they may continue to walk separate paths, but whether in conflict or reconciliation, their story will always be intertwined. Because before the titles, the fame, and the royal obligations, they were just two brothers. And the world? The world will always be watching. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more royal documentaries and deep dives.